channel. Today we are making a tequila cocktail called the Tezonita. It was invented in 2017 by Daniel Kaizen, who's from a bar in Bahrain, and it was for a competition, I believe. I think this may have been slightly adapted from his original recipe. Now, let me see if I can get these quantities right. We're going to be using 1 1/3 ounce of blanco tequila, 3/4 of an ounce of suze or celer, 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth, and 1/3 of an ounce of bianco vermouth. Usually cocktails tend to have numbers that kind of correlate more easily, and that was just a complicated one. Anyway, so this is going to be a stirred cocktail, and I chose this because I feel like tequila doesn't really ever get that kind of treatment, you know? It's nearly always in shaken drinks, fruity drinks, margaritas, and I thought, well, why not? Let's try and, you know, do something different. I can never find the third on here because I so rarely use it. Okay. Oh, we're also going to be garnishing with a lemon. But, you know, it's not the end of the world if you don't have one. And then 3/4 of an ounce of the celer. I don't think I've ever combined one of these kinds of, what do you call it, a liqueur with tequila, so I'm very interested as to how that's gonna pan out. And then we're going in with 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth. I think we're gonna be getting a lot of nice kind of aromatic notes here with the 2 vermouths and then all the sort of botanical bitter elements in there. I think it's gonna be pretty delicious. Okay, and 1/3 of an ounce of the bianco. Now, we are going to stir this as usual for about 30-40 seconds till it's cold to the touch, and then we're going to strain it into a Nicanora. Okay, that should be good. So we're just going to strain it. So I've realised that these sleeves are literally the least practical for doing just about anything in. Okay, as far as yield goes, I would probably use a slightly smaller glass in the future. See what I mean about the sleeves? Totally impractical. All right, we're going to garnish with a lemon peel, which is going to probably add a nice bright, fresh note. If it wants to come off. I feel like my hands are very shaky today because I was just getting the ice out of the ice tray when I was preparing, and you know, sometimes it just doesn't want to come out, and by the time you're done your fingertips have like frozen off. Okay, I'm gonna spritz that, put it around the edge, slide it in. Okay, all I can smell is lemon. Maybe I should have sniffed it before we put the lemon in. Anyway, cheers. Okay, I'm starting to get some of the tequila notes. Let's give it a taste. Not what I was expecting. It's said in the description that it was delicate, but that is like so delicate. Maybe too delicate. I feel like somehow we took these ingredients which each have a load of flavour on their own, and they've somehow combined together to something sort of lacking in flavour. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a shame. I thought that was going to be a real, like, very interesting and complex drink, and instead it just seems to have fallen a little bit flat. I really struggled in the beginning of my channel, to be honest with you guys. If I didn't like a cocktail, I sort of felt this burden that everything I made had to be good, and that's not what this is for, you know? I'm here trying out things, and if things aren't great, then, you know, hopefully you won't have to make the same mistake I did, with the caveat that obviously everyone has a different palate, and something that I find kind of bland might be really your cup of tea. We all have different arrays of taste receptors going on in there, so, you know, maybe this is right up your alley. I would say if you're trying to make a drink for somebody who, let's say, tells you they like tequila but they're really not into kind of very spirit-forward cocktails, or they're a bit of a beginner and you just want to ease them into it, then this could definitely be a good drink for somebody like that. Yeah, I'm surprised because this guy, like, you just take a whiff and it's got this bitterness that really doesn't come through, and that's quite a reasonable amount, you know, 3/4 of an ounce, but well, we tried it and it might be to some of your taste, not particularly to mine, but I mean, it's not like a bad cocktail. There's nothing horrible about the way it tastes. It just doesn't really taste very strongly. So you win some, you lose some, I suppose. Cheers, and I hope to see you back here next week for a more tasty cocktail. If you have been enjoying the channel, then please hit the like and subscribe buttons below and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you all, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week.